just like that, with one project done, the next one comes around. If you're lucky enough, like I am, to be able to have a backup project. Now, in this case, this is my 1967 Chevy C20, and I bought it last year, and I haven't really got time to work on it until now. I finished up the Pontiac, and I built the barn, which you'll see soon coming up. But yeah, I'm rolling this guy outside for its first bath that it's had for about 25 years. It's been inside of the barn. So I'm excited to see, get all the dirt off of it, and look at what we can do with it. All right, with a little bit of hand persuasion with the old calculated bucket wash with the extra soap, she's cleaned up, and it honestly looks better to me than what the first picture was, and I couldn't be happier with it now. You know, I've kind of been pondering the idea if I should paint it and do the body work and, you know, and make it nice, or if I should do another, you know, patina job like I did here, and, you know, not as crazy, you know, not with the LS, the T56 and all that. I want to keep this guy looking exactly like it is. Try to retrofit some original hubcaps like I have over there on the ground in those wheels and just roll with it. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do after seeing it kind of cleaned up a little bit, which it's not as good as it could be. I could do a real good Comet wash on it, or an Ajax wash on it. I can get all this glue off the hood, no problem. But I think I might just do that, because there's so much paint left on this truck that it's not like this guy, where there's hardly any paint left on it whatsoever and clear coated. This guy's got a lot of paint on it, and with some Ajax or some Comet wash, all this surface rust would come off of it, and it would probably look like this here. I got a lot of faith that a lot of that would come out. Same with the front of this thing. I do believe a lot of it would come out. And the reason why I'm pondering it so much is because the shape that the rockers are in, especially this one over here, but they're so far under the truck. I know I'm gonna have to fix the cab corner and this rocker here and the bottom of the fender. There's no doubt about it. I can probably get away with, you know, beating that one around and letting it ride for a while longer, and, you know, I can fix this truck in 4 or 5 years when I want a good project. But I think for now what I'm going to do is, at least I know I want to pull the bed off the truck, because I want to do all the suspension work and all the drivetrain work. I know I want to pull the whole front doghouse off of it, so I can fix the fenders and and work on my engine, do the swap pretty easy, and work on the front suspension and all that stuff. It's because that's no big deal to get it off there. But I'd like to pull everything off there. I'd like to repaint the inner fenders black, like a semi-gloss, make them look nice. Same thing with this core support and the hangers and the hood hinges and stuff like that. It's going to be seen. I'll clean up the firewall real good when the motor's out of it. Clean up the frame rails real good. Do all the bushings and inner and outer tie rod ends and ball joints, and I'll do all that with the motor out of it. So I think I'm going to try to leave the cab on it because I think the cab mounts are still good. When I get to it, that's when I'll decide whether or not the cab's going to stay on. But I kind of want to use what's there because the original wiring's in good shape. Everything I think is in pretty decent shape on this truck. It just needs gone through. It needs brake lines, it needs fuel lines, it needs a fuel tank, it needs sending units, it needs everything mechanical, which is kind of what my old 68 Dodge was. But it was a little worse than this guy. But this guy just has so much paint on it that I think I'm just gonna clean it up real good and replace the inner and outer rockers, the lower fenders, get these dents out of here the best I can. And I'm just gonna roll on. I'll just make a real nice driver out of it. Something that I can go pick up my projects in. I can drive it as far as I want to. I don't worry about it. Because the floorboards, I'm pretty sure they're in real good shape, other than what's behind the seat here, which is no big deal to fix. But I just need to start tearing it apart. I need to get the bed off. Need to get the whole front core support off. Need to get the seats out. Need to get the old stuff out. I need to just start tearing it down and get a good idea of where I'm at. Because right now, I think it's in good enough shape to not really worry about it. So it's got me excited. Seeing it all shined up with the water on it, it's got me thinking about what it could be. And you know, I'm really looking forward to this one. This is going to be the old daily driver, except in winter. The hauler, the pick new projects up in 3/4 ton. I'm excited for it, even though it's not a 4-wheel drive, and I'm not too upset about it. I'll have a 4-wheel drive one day, but right now this 2-wheel drive one's going to make me completely happy. So other than that, I think that's where I'm calling today's video. So you can look back at the previous one of the motor and the issues and the stuff I was trying to overcome, and at the end it didn't work out. And at this point in time, it doesn't make any sense for me to try to make it run because I'm not going to use it. But future, I definitely want to rebuild it just for something to do and put on the channel. And I think it's cool. The motors are getting harder to find, and I don't plan on getting rid of it. I'll keep it around just in case I find something to throw it in. So I think that's where I'm calling it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Andrew's Garage, and we'll see you next week.